Look that shit up, Jamie. Pull that shit up, Jamie.
Oh, pull it up, Jamie.
Saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke niggas. Now I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke niggas. Get down, girl, gon' ahead, get down. Get down, girl, gon' ahead, get down. Get down, girl, gon' ahead, get down. Get down, girl, gon' ahead. Cutie the bomb, met her at a beauty salon with a baby Louis Vuitton under her underarms. He said, I could tell you rock, I could tell by your charm. Bars, girls, you got a flock, I could tell by your charm and your arm. But I'm looking for the one, have you seen her? My psychic told me she have an ass like Serena.
Oh, what's that? A new podcast episode? That's right. It's Sorry I'm Not in Studio. I'm in a self-induced coma. SINISIIASIC. And it's been a while because we've been busy. We've been grinding. We have been grinding our stones, our grinding stones. We've been sanding, we've been solid working, all that lovely good stuff over the past few months. A lot has gone on, a lot has changed, a lot has developed. But I am here to talk about all that and what we're going to do in the future, because this is the semester recap on Sorry I'm Not in Studio. I'm in a self-induced coma. So recently we just finished up our everything, all our final stuff, our final project, the car project people, the UI UX people, which I am also part of. I worked on a food ethics app, which means you could scan some food and learn all about it, the brands and the information from those brands and all the stuff they're getting up to. What are those companies thinking about? You know, we had to make personas and create wireframes out of those personas and all that lovely stuff. I think everybody's basically formed their opinion on the new teacher, the female normal SpongeBob, I guess, is what we'll call them. Because I think that's the code word, I suppose. So female normal SpongeBob has annoyed a few people, has been fine to other people, satisfactory to other people. I think female normal SpongeBob has been okay, so satisfactory. A lot of people don't. A lot of people think that that female normal SpongeBob actually hates them, and that they were too critical of them and stuff like that. But I don't know. I wasn't there to witness it, so I mean, it could be true. I definitely believe it at some points, but we'll have to know. Basically, the consensus is some people hate her, some people like her. Better or worse than normal SpongeBob? I would say about equal, really, just in terms of the grievances overall. Because the grievances seem more intense with female normal SpongeBob, but with normal SpongeBob, they were more prevalent, I would say. Yes, and then the biggest development is I planned a costume over a good couple days for the Diego's Halloween party, which was pretty epic. There's a lot of stuff to drink and a lot of fun times to be had. Oh shit, my phone. People had all kinds of cool costumes. Michael P. went as Gumball Watterson. It was great to see Michael P. out there. Michael P. represent. Sophia was... Oh crap, what was Sophia? Sophia was no. Pirate. She was a pirate. Akancha was a fairy thing. Marina was Roderick, female Roderick, sexy female Roderick, I guess. Diego was Batman. Ethan was American Psycho, I believe. Patrick Bateman. I forgot most of the rest. Sarah's costume was pretty impressive. It was like a knight. Sam's was a Jedi. And Aiden was a minion, which is pretty good. And Diego was Batman, which meant I had to be Joker. That's right, I was Joker. I had a lot of fun with that costume. I sat there and went to a thrift store and found a big purple coat, a green vest, and some gloves. And then I had Sophia and Marina help do my makeup, and that was quite the event. It took I arrived at the apartment on the night of the party, at a conscious apartment. I had all my stuff in a bag. We went into the bathroom, and they started painting my face. And then Sophia did a pretty good job. It was a little uncomfortable, especially around the eyes. And they were all laughing and giggling about my little transformation. And eventually she squirted water directly into my eye to get that stained look of the makeup running down. And that was quite the jump for me. And yeah, that was exciting. And then I went and I faced off against Diego, against the Batman. It was very cool. And I took 100 videos of me acting insane. And that was probably the highlight of that time. And after that, there was nothing else to really do because we had to finish all our crap. And boy, let me tell you, when it came to the end of all the projects, people were dying, man. Ivan was doing all-nighter after all-nighter trying to get his bench done. I was sitting there creating a ridiculous welded thing for my spiral tennis machine. And using it to make the steel wire thing. I have to find his girlfriend before he helps me study. That doesn't make sense. His girlfriend is the pillow. Ew! Why? Go kill him. Why? Please, go kill him. I can't kill him right now. I'm in the middle of recording something. Damn it. Anyway, that was my brother. I'm editing this so you don't understand any of that. Anyway, so where was I? Right, Marina was with her architecture buddies doing a bunch of Illustrator stuff with Kieran and Yasmin. And they did a lot of work to make this very interesting mushroom project, and it was pretty impressive, I suppose. I still don't entirely know what it was about, but certainly it was interesting. It was very different from what we usually do. Diego did his blind running glasses, which sounds like a joke at first, but it has actually got pretty high marks at the reveal. I'm pretty certain he had some positive comments for that. A bunch of people. Aiden did a cooling device that goes around your neck. Emily did a luxury bag, which was interesting to see because I kind of doubted she would actually make a bag from scratch, but she did in the end, so props to her. Sarah and Ethan and Sam and Pedro and Cadmiel were all doing the car project, which got a lot more news coverage from the school, and that was pretty cool because they got to create models from their 3D models and 3D print them and then paint them white. And of course Pedro won everything. He swept the awards ceremony, internships, and just best car overall. Andrea was also there in the group. I personally think there could have been one or two other cars that could have also won. Josh, of course, the perfect man, the man who has come down to earth to save us from our sins, has also got an internship, which of course his renders were pretty good. I was impressed by those. And yeah, that was the car people, and they presented in the same place we presented a few days later. Oh my. And then, let's see. Yeah. So now I'm going to head on over to what the people have requested for the topics. Yada dee yada doo. We did, wait. Before that. We did do some partying around some clubs. I went to some, one club thingy. and we went to bars. That was pretty cool. Everybody's got some companion or another. Tolu's doing corny nonsense with his companion, his buddy. Akancha's got Ethan, different Ethan, buddy, who's like some kind of finance guy. Oh, I also went to Akancha's bicycling thing, and I got my leggies all exercised out, you know? Hoo ha, hoo. Yeah. Oh yeah. Exercise me. Do 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 do. Yeah, anyway, so yes. I feel like I've been kind of experimenting on people to see how they react recently. And eventually I'll compile all my data into something and then perform some sort of because I feel like I'm okay where am I going with this? Right, everybody's got a companion. Sam and Sarah, I guess, are companions of some sort or another. Yeah, and I think that's it. I think that's all the new. No, Marina's got her own person thing, the Michelin Man, as I prefer to name him, to title him, for he must be in my good graces before I use his real name often on this on this podcast. So let's move on to the new topics. What are the topics? I asked for topics on the WhatsApp. Only one person replied, Sophia. Thank you, Sophia. But she replied, red heart. And then teehee with a little blushing emoji with the hand covering the mouth. Yeah, all right. Okay. Okay, Sophia. I see your little game. Here we go. Here's the first topic in the group me. From Sarah. If you could rewind time, would you join Team Car? I would certainly be more tempted to do it now because it looks like it was a lot of cool stuff and it was very different. But honestly, it looks like a little bit more work than what I would have wanted, and I still don't know anything about cars, so probably not. Cadmiel says new teacher last semester. Yeah, I already discussed this, but yeah, the new teacher, kind of divisive, to be honest. Last semester. I don't know. Last semester was certainly more eventful because of South by Southwest and the sheer amount of projects we had to do and all that. It was pretty crazy. Ivan asks, how many hours a week you estimate you did studio work? Let's see. Let me get my old little calculator out here. Basically, I was working about probably 16 hours for about 5 days of the week. 16 hours for about 5 days of the week, which is about 80 hours. And the rest, like the weekends, it was on and off, but it also probably wasn't a fully 16 hours. So I'm just going to estimate it's probably about 80 hours a week. And what your salary would be if you were paid for it. Okay. Industrial designer salary. I can't believe I've never looked this up. How have I not looked this up? 50 to 120. Okay, that's probably why, because that's pretty broad. The average is 61,700. Okay, but that's per. How do you estimate that per hour though? Because that's year. Let's try weekly. I guess we could just. Okay, let's just do 62,000. Quick math. 62,000 divided by, I guess, days. And then do that divided by hours. But you get paid for the amount of hours. So people probably work about like what, $10. That doesn't sound right. Is that... How much is that compared to... That's $7.25 an hour is weekly, is minimum wage. So that's about $3 over minimum wage, which isn't super great. But whatever. Let's just use the lowest. 10.6, so about $11. 11 times 80. $880. Whew. Ha, wow. Yeah, if we were if I was, and that seems to be a low estimate. So if I was paid a typical industrial designer's salary, and this isn't a perfect calculation because I don't really know all the stuff, it seems to be nearly $1,000 is looking at it a week, which is unfortunate. So it'd be about about 4,000 per month, something like that, which would have been nice, I suppose. And yeah, so yeah, that was the last question. Actually, you guys come up with some topics, but not nearly enough. Here, maybe I can go through my photos, and that means we can recap things a little bit more. Yeah, all right. Yes, Emily. I forgot. Emily. I think Emily is quite a fascinating character. She really makes me think, you know? You know, not many people make me think. No offense to everybody, but a lot of people just kind of, I'm quite used to how they behave and stuff like that. But Emily, she really makes me wonder. She really makes me contemplate, you know. You know what I mean, I think everybody can attest to this, of course. So recently she posted on her Instagram, "About to cry in the airport because I am leaving the Amsterdam boys. These were the hottest men I have ever seen. Please, America, step it up for my sake." Now, I don't know if... Now, I haven't taken a gander at Amsterdam boys recently. Maybe one day I will, and I'll have to, you know, judge the livestock myself. But I don't really know why Amsterdam boys would be so much better than the entirety of the United States. Men of the entirety of the United States. I'm sure there's some quite delicious snacks out there in America as well, Emily. So you just have to, you know, keep your sights open, you know, and you'll be able to find whatever you're looking for, I suppose. So yeah, so that really made me contemplate things. She went to Amsterdam and she got a bunch of fancy looking drinks. Yeah, alcohol, you know, one of those seemingly universal things that I just don't understand really, because all of it tastes bad to me. Even the okay ones, the ones that are kind of like slushies, are leave quite a bad aftertaste and are really unpleasant. I would prefer probably like sodas basically over everything else, but even then, too much soda makes me kind of just, no, I don't like that. I'll drink like a third of a bottle of soda over 5 days or something like that. Like a third of a bottle not a bottle. You're probably thinking of like a liter of soda. I'm thinking of like ones you get at the vending machine. I drink about a third of those, like every three days. So that's like maybe 2 a week, and usually it's not even that. So, oh my god. Really, I guess I just don't like drinking as much as everybody else seems to, as they go clubbing and all that jazz. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not the kind of guy who is very good at partying. Oh, another thing, Spencer has left us. Spencer is, I've only seen Spencer at UI UX and some other things briefly, because he is a man with a plan. He's got a business plan. He's ready to absolutely demolish. He's gonna become like the next Elon Musk, you know. He's gonna do a bunch of stuff, and he's going to earn a bunch of money. And maybe some people won't like his stuff, but maybe some people will, and he'll be amazing. Amazing. I have high hopes for all of you. Got it, my children? You understand? All of you are capable of great things. You just got to follow your dreams, click it twice, make it nice, and do all that wonderful stuff. Okay? Christmas is coming up. Get some cool presents. Be a cool presence. And make sure to tune in next time when the next semester starts, because I'm sure we'll have plenty of stories for then as well. Thank you very much, and good night.